Hey everybody, if you're completely new to Excel, this is the video for you. I'm demonstrating on a Mac, but the Windows version is pretty much the same. We're going to go big to small to understand our terminologies. First, Workbook is the entire Excel file. If someone asks you to rename the workbook, it means to rename the file name, like this. So now I've renamed the workbook as movies. You can see the change up here. You may notice on the bottom it says Sheet 1 and Sheet 2. These are worksheets or simply sheets. If you need to rename a worksheet, double-click on the name. So now I've double-clicked on Sheets 1 and I'm also renaming that to movies. If you need to add a new sheet, just click on this plus sign. So now you see there's movies, sheet 3, and sheet 2. Sometimes you need to copy an entire sheet with everything in it. Right-click, move or copy. So make sure that you are in the same workbook. You don't want it to be copied to a new workbook. And then create a copy. So if you don't click on create a copy, it will simply move the sheet. Now click OK. So now you see movies 2. And it's at the very end of the worksheet. If you need to reorder the sheets, just click and drag. So here we can click on movies and then drag it up here. So now it's movies, movies 2, and then sheet 3 and sheet 2. So why don't we go ahead and also change it to sheet 2 then sheet 3. This is a column and this is a row. As you can see, if I click on the alphabet, I can highlight the entire column. If I click on the number, I can highlight the entire row. A lot of times you'll be asked to insert a column or row. To insert a column, right-click on the alphabet. So here is a D. So if we right-click on that and click Insert, so know that it will always insert to the left of whatever is highlighted. If I want to insert a column to the right of International Box Office, which is on column E, I would actually right-click on column F because I know if I insert, it will go to the left of F, which is the right of E. To insert a row, it's the same thing. Right-click and insert. A new row will always be inserted to the row above the one that you selected. Each of these individual boxes are called cells. Each cell is expressed as alphabet, then number. So for Venom, right here, this is B9. With Excel, every formula starts with an equal sign. Even if we want to do something simple like 1 plus 1, you would type in equal sign 1 plus 1. So that will get it to calculate. So what if you don't type in the equal sign? If you simply type in 1 plus 1, Excel will simply think that you're just typing in the word 1 plus 1. It doesn't know to do the calculation. One type of formula is functions. Functions are little codes that are built into Excel. They're like tools you can access. One of the most popular ones is sum. To use sum, you will type equal sign and the word sum. So here you can see that it actually lists all of the relevant functions. So you can actually click here to have it auto-finish. And then you can just type in 1 and a comma and another 1. Now close out the parenthesis. So all functions, it's equal, and the name of the function, it starts with a parenthesis, and if it starts with a parenthesis, it must end with a parenthesis. Now I press enter or return to have it actually do the calculation. So you can see that both of these are calculating 1 plus 1. The first one is using a formula, and the second one is using a function. So again, formulas are anything you type in the cell that starts with an equal sign, but functions are specific tools in Excel. All functions are formulas, but not all formulas are functions. Functions all have required arguments to make it work. For example, VLOOKUP is a function that we will use eventually. So you don't need to know what it is yet, but see how it says that you need lookup value, table array, column index number, and range lookup. So here it's telling you that you need 3 arguments and 1 additional optional argument. So you know it's optional because there's a square bracket around range lookup. You would at least need these 3 pieces of information to make this function work. And then the 4th one is an optional one. Again, arguments are pieces of information that makes the function work. So a lot of Excel is basically learning what are these little pieces of information that you need to make these functions work. Alright, so that is the basics of Excel. Thanks for watching.